misuse of government property, inauguration of a task force committee to champion the proper channel in which those commodities are to be used. What are the implications? And what are those commodities that the government intends so that the common man or the people of Gombe State will enjoy? What are the responsibilities of the committee? How are they going to come out with facts and tangible reports based on the responsibility given to them? My name is Ibrahim Tal. You're on to Gombe State Media Corporation, GMC-TV. The program you are watching is Good Morning Nigeria, Good Morning Gombe. In the studio to do justice on the subject matter, task force to tackle theft of nutrition commodity are two personnel gentlemen from a particular organization. The first on my right hand is Sister Madam Edward Abaka, Director of Ministry and Evaluation, Ministry for Budget and Economic Planning. Ma, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
Next to him is Alhaji Abdul Rahman, Executive Secretary of the State Primary Health Care Development Agency. Okay, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Our usual co-presenter, Mr. Daniel Abu. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Gombe. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much. You surely do. Yeah.
I happen to understand you were inaugurated recently. What brought about the inauguration and what are your responsibilities and how have you started doing the business you've been asked?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Yeah, the inauguration has been taking place on Tuesday. What brought the inauguration is this, over times the government has been spending or investing money in production or supplying or purchase of RUTF, that is ready to use therapeutic food, which is being used for children of under 5 years. So the government has been spending huge money to buy these commodities, and also the federal government and development partners are also supporting in that aspect. So what brought this committee is that there are some investigations or cases that has been found in other states for people to be misusing it, diverting the commodities and also abusing them. So when the reports from other states through monitoring and investigations is being had, then the state government said, okay, let her take a precautionary measures to see that, though we didn't have the case in the state, but the state government wanted to see that it has make some measures so that such cases will not also be found in the state. That is what prompts the inauguration of the committee.
Any writer on what you said on that?
Yeah, just like he rightly said, the government recently, through UNICEF, paid a counterpart fund of 500 million naira to purchase these nutrition products, which is called RUTF, ready-to-use therapeutic food. It is meant mainly for children aged between 6 to 5 years of age, and it is going to be distributed across all our 11 local governments to ensure that these items are properly distributed and it reaches the targeted beneficiaries, and that is what prompted the establishment of this committee, which is being headed by the Deputy Governor. So mainly the committee is meant to prevent misuse, theft or sale of these nutrition products.
Even though you said it has not happened in Gombe already, but this committee is set up as a proactive measures in case of any eventuality of such a theft. Based on your experiences from other states, who are the type of kind of suspects? Who are the kind of people you suspect carry out such acts?
Yeah, based on the report from other states, the suspects mostly are from, some health workers are also suspects, and also even the women that normally collect this product or this commodity for their children, they do sell it. And also, like I said, there is diversion. So if you collect it from where you're supposed to collect it before it reaches to where it's supposed to reach, they can divert it either from transportation or something like that. So because even from other states, you know, this RUTF, it has its own level. You will see that it's not for salt, and also you see that some of the RUTF, it has level for the states. For instance, this one they will include for Bauchi State, for Gombe State, and we even have some cases that you see them in the state, but it's not our own, that people are selling it. You see it at the roadside. If you go to market, you see it. So you cannot say that this is actually the suspect, but this is what we have been hearing, that some health workers from other states, some women that collected it from their for their work.
This ready-to-use food must be, if it's so hot like that in the market for sale, it must be an expensive kind of. What are the components? How is it made?
Honestly, it's a micronutrient product that is meant to tackle malnutrition for the less privileged people. Like the doctor said, the state government released 500 million. So for you to see that the state government released this huge amount of money for buying this product, there are cases. Initially, Northeastern State is the highest state or region with these cases. So Gombe is not left behind. That is why a huge amount of money was being released to purchase this for our children. So the product is only in UNICEF that has the license. The state government has a MOU with UNICEF to be buying this product from them, because they are the body that has they are the only body that is being recognized to be supplying this product. So this product is very, very nutritious. So that is why, even if now you take it, before 2 to 3 days, you will be 2 times your size.
And that's the most reason why doctor wanted to give us more rider on this ready-to-use food, because I feel
So you know, here in the north, it's just like you rightly said, we have a high burden of malnutrition. Gombe is part of it, and you know, due to the insecurity in other states and the relative peace of Gombe State, a lot of migration has taken place. A lot of people have moved to Gombe, so that has put a lot of strain on our resources, and population has also increased. So the burden of malnutrition is quite high. Different types of malnutrition. Stunting is about 50%, underweight is about 20-something%, and that is why from the assessment, government deemed it necessary to provide this counterpart fund to UNICEF to procure this item because of its relevance to our children. And you know, malnutrition is something that contributes about 50% of child mortality. Yes, so it's quite high.
Those items, are they going to be distributed free of charge?
Yes, they are going to be distributed free of charge. They are not for sale.
Now, have you started the distribution?
No, we have not even received them. This is a proactive. The purchase has been. This is a proactive measure that the government is before the items even arrive. So the items we are expecting them within this month or early first week of April. So in the next at least 3 weeks, this item will be in Gombe.
So now we have 11 local government.
Yes.
500 million money.
So it's not just 500 million naira. So there's a matching fund. We provide 500 million naira, and then UNICEF will also provide that.
It's a counterpart fund.
Yeah, the counterpart fund, exactly. So a huge amount will be provided to the state based on our need, and it is not just a one-off. The government has been procuring RUTF for the past 4 or 5 years. So next year there will be another procurement as well. So this is just a 1 year.
But how do you get the malnourished children that really need those medicines. Because
targeted audience.
I want to believe this should be part of your responsibility.
Exactly. So just like I said, we are here. It's a form of sensitization. Yeah. We sensitize people about these items. They are in Gombe, or we are about to receive them. Sensitization is not going to just take place here. We will go to the communities. We sensitize across all the 11 local governments, from traditional to religious leaders. In our healthcare facilities, there is going to be a lot of sensitization. So the women, the caregivers, are going to bring their children to the hospital to collect these items. And it is not just like you come to the hospital and every child will receive the RUTF. You have to be measured. We have a tape we call MOAC tape. If you are found to be malnourished, these items will be provided to you free of charge, of course.
19-member committee. Is it okay because it's like you have to go into the nook and cranny, that is the hamlet or the grassroots people that you have in our society? With this number, will it be okay for you? What is the duration after immediately you have received those committee? What is the duration of?
So the duration of the distribution, it depends. We are not going to say we are going to just distribute within 1-2 months. It is as they come. It is based on need.
Is it going to be a segmented collection of items?
Yeah, it's going to be collected. No, it's segmented. Patient comes to the hospital. If he has a condition, he's given the commodity. So it's based on need. We are not going to distribute, for example, let's say just 1 month, 2 months. It is based on the people that come to the hospital to collect those items.
Oh, you'll be synergizing with the hospitals, not as if the committee is doing the direct distribution.
No.
If the items, if they brought the items, they normally store it at the central store. So if they store it at the central store, the committee will go and inspect the items that were being brought.
We'll receive it.
To receive it, check the number of inventory of the items. Then the primary of Ministry of Health through Primary Healthcare Development Agency will liaise now with the PHCs that they should submit their request based on the number of the cases that they have in their communities. So if they sent in their request, then they will be coming to the central store to be collecting the items. It's not that the items will be distributed at once. No. It has to be a segmented.
So there will be a holding place, there will be a storage, and then based on need, the facility will collect. And as they use it, as they utilize it, they come back to collect more.
So I tend to agree with what you are doing as a good move, but if people or those that are supposed to enjoy those items are not informed or aware, because sensitization, using maybe the media outlet we have, like the electronic and the print media, will it solve the problem so that those that really need to?
No, so definitely sensitization, we are going to the communities as well. We are going to visit all the 11 local governments. And at the 11 local government, there will be subcommittees also that will be in charge of sensitizing people. It's not just the state committee that will just sensitize, no. At the local government, we are going to sensitize, and they are going to form their subcommittee that will continue with the sensitization.
Yeah, and the various primary healthcare, right, that's where I just said, right. And I'm sure the various primary healthcare will know the needs of their immediate community.
Just like you asked, the committee are 19 in number, but Deputy Governor has given the committee mandate to co-opt other members so that the number would be, because he said with the type of the assignment, the number is too small. So he gave the committee the mandate to add more numbers to that. And also, based on the awareness, already the state has 22 centers that are being earmarked for the malnourished children cases in 6 local governments. So it is being zoned. So they know it, and most of them, since this one is not just for the first time, they have been coming to these centers to collect this product. So we also use the center to sensitize so that they will inform their community members about the coming of this product.
Your committee, let me say, a very strong committee, but don't you think power that be from above can direct your intention? Because there's an order now from by using political will of power. Won't you change your intention and
There's no political power that's higher than the executive in the state. So the deputy governor is the chairman of the committee. So definitely we do not expect any external influences that will override what the deputy governor will say.
Now, logistics in terms of movement and what is it fully set until those items on?
Logistics for movement of the commodities?
Not for movement of, not for movement of. For you, the 19 committee that will be championing those, including the clusters as well with respect to the local.
No, the issue of logistics is not it's not an issue for the committee. So moving around, going to sensitize committee, that has already been taken care of.
Let me put my own question in another way. What you just say, rather to his questions, but in another form. This committee, what were the templates you used in co-opting this committee? Is this based on the integrity level or professional level of the various members of the committee? Are you assuring the governor, or is the governor assured that this committee, the integrity level of this committee is really guaranteed?
So you know, issue of health, issue of nutrition is multi-sectoral. So different sectors are involved. Madam Ruth is from the Ministry of Budget and Planning. They are in charge of budgeting for these items. I'm from health. The Commissioner of Health is also a member. And nutrition definitely is also a part of health. So security agencies are all the police, the NCDC, they're also part, because when you say issue of theft, definitely you have to bring in security agencies. We have traditional leaders because community is a very important aspect. We have to sensitize the community. And then also religious leaders are also part. Then we have CSO, civil society organization. Civil society organization, their duty is to advocate and sensitize.
I was going to come there for logistics. For Nigerian for logistics.
They are also part of the committee.
So if we may ask deep into those items, what are those items made of, in as much as you said it's the UNICEF?
Yes.
What are the ingredients?
So they are very technical. They are mainly nutritional products that are very relevant or very important for the nutritional aspect of our children, especially children aged 6 months to 5 years. Yes.
Now, can one source it locally?
So definitely the government, the state government, through the Ministry of Science and Technology, we have developed our own local one to ensure sustainability, because sometimes the RUTF may not be available. So we did manufacture quite a number, and it has helped. We have trained women on how to do it locally.
I think it looks like this thing they call the Tom Brown or something.
Yes, exactly. They call it something like that. They give it a local name. So our women across the 11 local women have been taught how to produce it at home locally.
And in most of the primary health centers, there is this food demonstration that normally takes place to educate women on how and what they're supposed to be eating while they are pregnant or they are breastfeeding their children. Also, there is this homestead garden, which the Federal Ministry of Agri are supporting our vulnerable women to plant some nutritional seeds in their gardens so that they will be eating it. So these ones, they are all products that can complement the RUTF. Just like he said, there are times that you have out of stock. So this period, then they need to be taking this nutritious food so that it can help.
Do we have them in the open market? And if we do, are they that expensive beyond the reach of
the locally
ingredients?
No,
the
RUTF. No, it's not available. It's not available. It's just like I said, it's not for sale.
It's not.
And that is the responsibility of this community.
Now, what about if you found or if you catch some group or some set of people doing business with you?
And that is why the security agencies are part of the committee. Definitely there will be. If it is our health workers that are involved, definitely there will be disciplinary measures. And then for the public, definitely with the security, definitely one can be prosecuted. But on our part, from the community part, we are going to ensure strict monitoring and also supervision to ensure that there's no diversion of these items.
Yes, your last sentence there just brings me to my next question. Normally, in our normal Nigerian society and community, whenever a committee is set up for such an assignment, you must definitely have some individuals who will have grievances against the committee because their ways will have been blocked towards what they intend to do. Maybe some directors or some big guys, some primary healthcare, some HODs who have been used to doing business from this angle before. And this committee now, from the look of it, is coming to block such leakages and loopholes. How prepared are you to counter?
So the thing is, everyone should understand that this is for the common good, for the public. It's for public interest. The committee is not out to witch hunt anybody. So definitely, the issue of personal gain should be out of it. We just have a mandate to ensure that the beneficiaries really benefit from what the government is doing. That is all.
Dr. Abdul Rahman Shayabu and Ruth Edward Maka are on the program. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Gombe. We'll be right back after this moment. Stand by.
My name is Kaider, citizen of Nigeria, daughter of Urkung and Tangali, indigen of Gombe State, Gombe dwell in the savannah. Decades later, from just a small state from a part of Bauchi to one of the fastest growing states in the northern part of Nigeria, which consists of 11 local government and over 20 languages, a state where agriculture is a norm, with a peaceful coexistence, beautiful topography, where you feel tremendous peace, fast-growing economy, best and friendliest city for its business due to its excellent modern infrastructure, endowed with over 13 different minerals harnessed for various uses such as Komani oil, coal, limestone, name it. Gombe, garin Buba Yaro, garin Abban gidan Buba Yaro, gari mai tarin albarka. Gombawa ɗiban fari ba a kwanda mu ba, an tashi da mu. Gombawa akwai mu da karɓan baki hannu bibbiyu. Gombe garin 'yan mata da samare akwai mu da neman namu. Ga ado da kwalisa, Gombe birnin ƙarshe, Gombe ba mu da kushi, Gombe ba mu da ƙyashi, ga asali ga tushe. Proud of Gombe, Gombe of go-getters, like His Excellency Muhammad Inwa Yahaya, Amina Muhammad of United Nations, Usman Farouk of the First Military Governor defunct, Abubakar Habu Hashidu, Senator Muhammad Danjum Magoji, Isa Ali Pantami of Brains, Senator Ibrahim Hassan Donkongo, Joshua M. Lidani, Ali Isa JC of Reps, Tumi Yaro of Senate, Zainab Adam Bulkachua of Juris, Aisha Jibirin Duku, Honorable Ali Moduku, Honorable Binta Bello, Bala Tinka of Tinka Point, Honorable Usman Bello Kumo, players like Samkon Gado, Haruna Garba, proud of Gombe immensity, from Jaruma to Helen Habila, Anas Adamu Muhammad to Usman Umar Zambo, Ali Nuhu to Yakubu Muhammad, Isa Gombe to Umar Gombe, then Musa to A-Class, Esmuga to Black D, Awal Pires to Sa Allah, Gombe Dupes to Jewel Magazine, Gombawa of What's Neat Like Me, Usaina MD. God, we are doing so well. I am proud to hit my chest and lift my head high and say I am from Gombe. So here is to my Gombawa. I celebrate you now and always.
Come back to Gombe Media Corporation, GMC. Still on the program, Morning Nigeria. Our lines will be open for you. All and make contribution where necessary. Questions. So, Rahabat Shayabu and Ruth Edward Bako are in the studio. Justice out of the discussion that is left. Doc, Sister Ruth, do your committee have timeline or duration for this particular
Yes, based on the approval of His Excellency, the committee will operate for the period of 1 year and is subject to renewable. But for now, the committee are being tasked to operate for the period of 1 year, and also they have some deliverables that they also have to make. You know, the committee are also saddled with the responsibility to be meeting quarterly with the local government team and also to be meeting monthly with the state team. So, and after each meeting, they have to compile their report and be sending the feedback to His Excellency on the progress report on their findings, if there are any. And also the committee, just like we are here to sensitize through media, will be also, from time to time, he will be also coming to inform the general public about the progress, of the work.
Just like you talked about update now, does the community have a, just like you said, involve, you have security people in your team, you have the logistics people, does the committee have any avenue receiving complaints from the public, and how would you create that avenue in case of any complaints from the public?
Yeah,
part in the course of your assignment.
Part of the terms of reference of the committee is receiving reports from the general public. Then the committee will now sit down and look at the kind of report that is being received and come up with possible solution for the feedback to the general public. So that is this avenue of reporting from receiving report from general public.
And what are the procedures? Mails or some have hotlines?
Yeah, we are trying. The committee, part of the responsibility of the committee is to develop a scorecard and also a reporting. And like we said, the committee is just being inaugurated on Tuesday. So now the committee wanted to see how it can start and come up with some strategies on how it can move forward. But part of it is this communication strategy. Yeah, there is this arrangement for committee to develop communication strategy, even from the primary health care, local government, and also the state. There is this one.
Do you have in your modus operandi attending to these persons that kept in locality due to insecurity, insurgency? Because as it is now, they are local government. Influx of children and
IDPs.
Now, I don't know.
Like the Kashiri case.
Is there any center there that is being operating on where you can get contact? Their need will be more
so definitely. So definitely for us, we have we are planning to open a small dispensary within each of those camps. And just yesterday we've also delivered some medications, basic medications. And then our team on the camp will definitely make an assessment of malnutrition, and if there are cases identified, they will be referred to the closest facility to assess those products.
How will you thank His Excellency for bringing out this whooping amount of money? Because it's not every state the governor that can just go ahead. Every governor may have their own plans and intending to continue piloting the state, but considering this health issue, especially to children from these 6, how will you comment?
So for us to commend His Excellency, His Excellency has been actually consistent right from the beginning of this of his administration. Among his campaign promises, he has kept up with his promises. In Gombe State, health has been accorded a high priority. Health is top on the agenda. It's second after security, health, education, and then agriculture. So we have seen a remarkable improvement, right from consistent improvement in funding to revitalization of both primary and secondary facilities, to providing an enabling environment for development partners to come and contribute, and also to payment of counterpart funds, just like what we are also experiencing, and to some extent that is why. And then to other major reforms like the biometric attendance system, which has improved the availability of healthcare providers and reduced absenteeism. And to a larger extent, because of this high priority that His Excellency accords to the health sector, that is why we have seen an improvement across all our health indicators. And as you are aware, the state has also won a lot of awards at the national level in the health sector. So we are very thankful and very grateful to His Excellency.
Now, in as much as I don't know most of the 19 member committees in this task force, theft and what is it? Are you in synergy with the Ministry of Health? This hospital, around in terms of this particular, is there any synergy or unit or conduit that you can test in terms of need arising?
So the Honorable Commissioner for Health is a member.
He's a member.
Yeah. He's a member of the committee. I, as the Executive Secretary, am also an MDA or a department, an agency under the State Ministry of Health. So the Ministry of Health, the agency, they are fully involved in the committee.
Okay. Budget.
Commissioner of Health is also the chair.
Co-chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Commissioner of Budget and Commissioner of Health, they are the ones that are chairing the committee.
While the budget and economic planning,
two of them,
they concentrate on
budgeting issue, yeah, and also coordination, because like he said, it's a multi-sectoral something. So you bring more MDAs and more partners to it. The budget is also coordinating all this.
Now there is quantum and good amount of the side for this products.
So the committee was just inaugurated on Tuesday. Yeah, that is just 3 days ago. So the committee has to come up with a work plan, and then all of these items will be costed. And then when it's costed, then you expect funding.
Doctor, like you said earlier, this thing has been budgeted for, and the counterpart funding from the state is going to be paid for a specific quantity, a targeted quantity. And we have cases whereby uncertainties will occur, like what we have now in Kashuri, influx of refugees from Digari and some part of Akele that have flux in. How does this affect your distribution?
So definitely these are some of the risks and also challenges, definitely. But as we go along, it's not a small quantity that we brought to the state. Just like I said, over 1 billion worth of RDP will be brought to the state. And based on our numbers, no matter what number you bring to the state, it will be utilized, definitely. So, but these are some of the risks or challenges, and then definitely as the committee works, we'll find a way to address such occurrences.
Yeah, and there is this, let me deviate a little bit. There are sometimes you have good citizens and good individuals who tends to want to help the government at times. Is this thing available when, let's say for example, a politician like a senator or a House of Rep member wants to help his constituency with some quantities? Are these available there through UNICEF like you guys are getting for procurement for such political reasons?
Probably budget will maybe be able to.
Actually, there is no this arrangement for now, but what we know is that whatever that the state will purchase from UNICEF or any other person that will support has to come through
that.
Yes, the same pool. For instance, this 500 million world good that has been purchased, all the 11 local government chairman, they supported it also.
Okay.
So if you want it, if there is a way that
if
you can...
If a senator wants to do same for his constituency, he can follow such
so he cannot go single-handedly
go purchase it and distribute it.
It has to come through this place.
If we may get you correctly, it seems using our only major language. You have a plan, strategy, campaign using different dialects, create and inform. That is the grassroots people. Not there are people that they only believe in their dialect. Also, is problem. So now, is there any plan towards that? Or you haven't started meeting because you said you are inaugurated?
We haven't started meeting, but wherever we go to, definitely we will use the local dialect of those people there so that they will get the information properly.
Yes, Ibrahim, I think that will not be a case since they are synergizing with all the various primary healthcare development agencies. And definitely the primary healthcare is located in, let's say, for example, in Ayaba. Definitely the in charge of that primary must hear the local land or have staffs that that will not.
And we have civil society with us. We also have media people with us. Media, they are also part of the team, so they can give us communication strategy.
Okay, yes.
And the CSO can also help to give us communication strategy because they are always at the grassroots with the community people.
Control room, Mr. Nite, I haven't seen our number that our viewers would like to communicate. I don't know, is it possible? If it's possible, let's have our contact number so that viewers can call and make their own contribution. Now you are doing justice to the program. Ruth Edward Baka and Dr. Rahman Ashaib. Now, what are the major problems you think you might face? Because as it is now, you have started cracking your brain, you have started making outlines. What are the major problems along the line based on your article strategy that you are intending to put? There must be problems. Take it or leave it. That is what.
The major challenges are around sensitization. A lot of people may not really be aware of what this item, whether this item is for sale or not for sale. The major issue ahead of us is to ensure that we sensitize the public, and we have started. And this program is a form of sensitization, and then going down to the grassroots, because a lot of people may not watch this program. We have to go and meet them in their places and their residences and so many things like that. So that is the major challenge for us now.
She just mentioned one thing really now got me so inquisitive. She said civil societies are involved. What are the level of their involvement and how did you get them involved? Are they doing it voluntarily since they are not part of government agency and they are not part of the anti-mine committee? Are these civil societies who are going to get involved in this? Are they going to be doing it voluntarily without any benefit?
You know, since the coming of this administration, whatever this government is doing is carrying the civil society along. There is no any committee or anything that you see in absence of civil society. For us at the state, you know, we have State Committee on Food and Nutrition, yes, which the committee on this RUTF have been, most of them are being brought up from this committee. So the civil society, they are also part of the members of this committee, and their role is to advocate and sensitize people. So we already have them in the State Committee on Food and Nutrition, which we have been using them over time. So we are going to leverage on them. They are also part of this. We are going to leverage on them to also sensitize people, since they know what we are our intention and the state intention with it. For instance, last year, I think early last year, we still embark, the state government gave the State Committee on Food and Nutrition approval to embark on a monitoring visit to these imam centers. There are centers that have been stationed for treatment of these malnutrition cases. So the deputy governor, he's the one that chaired the committee. We went around all these imam centers. We have about 22 imam centers in the state, in 6 local governments. It has been stationed. So we went, in fact, if you see some of the cases, you see a 10 or 12 year baby. If you see them like 2 years baby.
Yeah.
The deputy governor, you see,
Stunted growth,
stunted because of the issue of stunting. So all these places we go around with the civil society organization, especially CSON. They are the civil society that we are working with them, so we can leverage on them. We normally do our things whether with or without any
teachers.
Yes.
They are there on the volunteering level.
Of course, if there are any allowances that are supposed to be given to the community, they are going out. They will also be given. Yeah. So we don't segregate. We carry them along in whatever we are doing.
You have people like Save the Children and Mercy Corps with you?
They are not.
Save the Children are presently not on ground.
Yeah, they are not on ground now.
Okay, they're not on ground.
No.
Because of the USAID funding issue.
Yeah. It's only UNICEF, Temaka Foundation, Irene project. Yeah, that is one that I operate.
Did you involve our local homegrown civil societies? We have a Mother Hen.
Yes, we have. Yeah, Mother Hen. I know them. They are also part of CSON now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we have
the CSON is consortium of these local local NGOs now. Yes. They are also part of this.
Tax was while we were watching and listening to the Hausa version on the English segment now. One of my colleagues was trying to say those items are already round. And he's trying to make a point. That preservation of those commodities, if not carefully handled, really got spoiled depending on. I don't know. Do you have anything of that nature in terms of where it should be preserved before your committee? That is, the items are already because it is now, just like you said earlier, they haven't arrived. Now you talk about the main store. Is it the same main store of the state government that those items are going to be?
So we have at the holding place we have a cold store where we keep our vaccines, and then we have a dry store. And dry store is the place where we will keep this RUTF commodity.
So they don't need anything cold.
They don't need anything cold.
And they can stay for how many period before?
So it depends on the expiry date. We have not received them to see, but I'm sure definitely there's a time lag for it to expire.
No, I don't think, let me clear it out of that. I don't think that is really going to be a problem. For a state like Gombe that is very, very good with health logistics, we had the Go Farm, mind you, one of the best in all the states.
Excellent.
For Gombe to be running that Go Farm, they can successfully keep any health material. Because Go Farm is a unique program in Gombe. You can store and maintain pharmaceutical material. There's nothing, talk less of food items like I had to.
Yeah, even you remind me, even I think last 2 weeks, they call the procurement people, that they are, those that are supposed to bring the commodities, they called my permanent secretary last 2 weeks to ask if Gombe State have a place that they can they can put these commodities, and he called the Go Farm in. He said even if it is 3 times what they are bringing, it will accommodate.
Just like I said, I've handled the logistics of such a product for WFP before, so I know Gombe have the capacity in terms of this.
And over at, because since this one is not the first time we have been receiving this commodity, we have never had any cases of expiration date or something of the commodity before it's come to stock out. We have never had cases.
You see, I want to oppositions are watching this program. They always have their take may not come out. We cross the time between the fact that
you know their attitude.
Now one can easily say we are in the period of campaign and anything can happen. And even in the 19-member committee, God forbid, it's not my prayers. You may have a saboteur that carry back those items, in as much as you say there are security and tight mechanism you use to avoid deviation of. But the force may be from above. Let's regard it for campaign purposes. I hope your committee will not condescend to such acts.
No, there's no. This committee, just like you already said, is based on people who are.
Because opposition are saying yes, you are government property and you are being inaugurated by the government. the government can dictate the tool and place of how they want you to do the distribution.
Definitely, this committee, we are going to ensure strict measures to ensure that we are fully accountable and there is transparency in all that we do, and that is why we are coming public to inform the public that these items are coming into the state. So we should be ensure that we are very careful. They are not for sale, and they are public goods meant for children 6 months and above.
Okay. And this commodity are strictly going to primary health care for them to, for the benefit of the young ones, and irrespective of which political party you belong to, you can come to this facility.
And you can't even rebrand it. It's not for them. You can't even rebrand it. It's not possible.
The doctor, let me channel this question directly to you. In case of stunted growth or malnutrition, for how long does the child need to take this before recovery?
So the RUT is supposed to be taken for a child that is wasted. A child with severe acute malnutrition is supposed to take it for 2 months.
Just 2 months only?
2 months.
And you recover?
Yes, recover. 2 months. So,
and it's going to be, and it's always going to be available beyond that 2 months.
Exactly, exactly. So if there is a problem and maybe he has other health issues, because malnutrition comes with complications.
Yes.
Chest infection, pneumonia, and so many other things. So if there's a need to refer the child, we refer the child.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, Doctor and Edward, when do we expect those items that the committee has not been? Because justice delay, says justice, denying as much as I know UNICEF will not think and temper with agreement or proposal, budget agreement. When do we expect them to be in town?
So we expect those items latest within this month, latest first week of April. April.
In case of abuse of these products, does adults take these products?
No, adults cannot take this product.
Adults cannot take the product.
They are not supposed to.
They are not supposed to.
That is why.
But is there any health implication for the adults?
There are no health implication, but they are not supposed to.
At least.
Yes.
For instance, your size, you are okay like
course
this.
I don't
So if you check this thing, you will be
no
2
weight
times.
problem and diabetes will come in and all that.
So I think that is why the committee are being formed, so that they can sensitize people on the right people that are supposed to take this.
Before you go get storekeepers, start abusing it and health workers.
So that is I think that is why this committee is being formed, so that the product, it will reach to those that are meant for it, and that we should allow them to take it, because if they take it, is for our own state advantage. That will be development in the state. If they are all healthy, I think we can have a sustainability,
Healthy population
and healthy population. In future, we can say, these are the grandchildren. But if they grow without this healthy food, it will affect them, and also it will affect all of this. So that is why the committee is formed to sensitize people on that.
Can you give us your last statement?
So my last statement to the general public is to ensure, because malnutrition just doesn't start one-off. There are preconditions that are lead. For example, what I would like to advise women, especially pregnant women, and their husbands as well, to ensure that their wives, when they are pregnant, go for antenatal care, to ensure that they take their drugs. Delivery should be strictly in the hospital to prevent maternal mortality, and they should initiate breastfeeding immediately after delivery, and then to ensure that they give breast milk exclusively for the first 6 months without mixing, without adding water or anything, because that is a very good way to prevent malnutrition, and also to ensure that they check their children for immunization.
Yes, my last take is to charge the general public that they should support His Excellency initiative. He has invested a huge amount of money. So please, when these products or commodities arrive, we should ensure that the right people are the ones that are taking these ones. And those that are diverting it or misusing it or taking it to market to sell, please, they should desist on it, because definitely if the committee started their work, if they find you wanting, I think you are not going to be spared. So please, we should try to ensure that we do the right thing and we support His Excellency for this initiative. Thank you.
Executive Secretary, Gombe State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Thank you very much for your time on the program.
Thank you.
Harut Edward Bakar, Director, Monitoring and Evaluation, Ministry for Budget and Economic Planning. We are glad for on
Thank you for having me.
task force to tackle theft and
Thank you.
co-presenter, Mr. Daniel.
Thanks for having me. Look forward to another interesting edition.
Viewers, we are glad for blessing your time with us. You can stand by for next program on Gombe Media Corporation. My name is